This is a stack of DVDs. And this is my friend Rebel of Time.
Oh.
And this is me.
Hello.
So, today we're going to be ranking all these DVDs here, and Rebel will give his opinions on these. So, roll the intro, I guess. Unearthly Child. If I could just do this, Unearthly Child. So, it's a bit of a Marmite story, I think. Like, some people like it, some people don't. But a very popular opinion of it is episode 1 is classic, the others are not. I can kind of agree. Yeah, I can kind of agree to that. So, if you're a fan of Unearthly Child...
I actually haven't seen the story yet. I'm still planning to get the beginning box set. But I actually have, let's say, a very little memory of part 1. And I found it, really interesting and amazing. So, okay, it's a good one. I haven't seen the rest, so I can't really give my full opinion on it. So that's a shame.
Right. Next up, we have Space Museum and the Chase box set. If I can get these out with one hand, that would be a miracle. Come on, no, really. I'll have to make a cut. Oh, will I? I don't think I will. Nope, I will not. Whew. So we have the Space Museum. So the Space Museum, it's an eerie story. It's like, well, of course, it's set on.
But by other people, I've heard that the story is a bit very cheesy but fun at the same time.
It's quite comedic in some places, and of course this it's like
I have seen the scene where William Hartnell just hides in the door and then he opens the door and then he just smiles.
I was literally just about to mention probably one of the best parts is when Hartnell gets inside the Dalek. He comes out, he's all laughing to himself he's just hitting the Dalek. It's like I've been very funny. Right, and then we have The Chase, not the TV show The Chase.
Also, since we're speaking of The Chase, we actually had the Dalek toys recently released at B&M, and the Jungles of Mechanus, which have guest appeared in the story. So basically, the movie Daleks, the Peter Cushing ones. So that's very cool.
Yeah, I like it. Episode 6 is definitely one of the best ones because you get the mechanoids, and who doesn't love a mechanoid?
And the most iconic bit. London 1965.
the most memeable part of the episode. London 1965.
I agree.
So then we got the Lost in Time box set.
And let's quickly quote the Doctor Who guide. the best ever box set you can buy for Doctor Who.
I'm sure if Alex is watching it.
So by the stories, I have seen the famous ones. It's iconic, really underrated, and it's just so fun. I'm so glad it got animated, and even the surviving episodes, because since the surviving episodes got also animated, that's actually really good. As I like consistency. Yeah. Wait. Which other stories are in the box set as well?
So there's the Crusade, Dalek's Master Plan, Celestial Toymaker, Underwater Menace, Moonbase, Faceless Swans, Evil of the Daleks, Unbelievable Snowman, Enemy of the World, Web of Fear, Weird in Space, and Space Pirates.
Right. So basically, in the next DVD or Blu-ray, whatever, I have seen the Wheel in Space, but the episode 1 animation cut down in the Macro Terror Blu-ray or DVD. I have the DVD, and the story seems very interesting. I'm just so sad that it actually has been cut off to like 10 minutes. But I like the animation, and I like how it's a test to test the art style, and I just enjoy it. I think since it's like cut down to 10 minutes, I still enjoy it, but it's a very wasted potential that it was meant to be animated after the Macro Terror, but yes, since the Faceless Ones is like right after the Macro Terror, they wanted to like sort of finish Men in Polish Run, so in a way. So I didn't mind that. And then we have the Macro Terror, of course.
Yeah. I was going to say, like, speaking of the Macro Terror, we have the Blu-ray!
Yeah, I have the DVD. Fun fact, so basically back when it was released, I actually wanted to get it, and then, if you didn't know, it was my first ever classic story and my first ever Doctor Who DVD. And my DVD has actually survived pretty well.
Little story for you there. So
yeah, it's really iconic. It's probably like one of my favorite missing stories, to be honest, because I just love everything about it, even the Macro themselves. And I'm so glad RTD brought them back for Series 3. I'm just so glad. And then I just love the Macro, how they're like very menacing, and I just adore the story. Even the music, I just love the music in it. And the opening scene of the TARDIS like flying above the moon.
Oh yeah, it's like any scene with TARDIS I'm happy with. So next up we have the War Games.
I got the DVD, but I haven't seen it yet. But I've seen a few scenes. Probably so the one which I can remember mostly is the episode 9 cliffhanger. I just love how they made the effect, and the time was like powerful, like bloody Jesus Christ. I mean, they were like so powerful. Holy Christ! But I'm just so sad that they aren't that like menacing or like powerful in New Who. I'm just so sad to like see that happen, and I hope Chibnall brings back the Time Lords in a way, and actually wrote them right, because yeah.
One also,
and I love the cliffhanger as well of like how the Doctor runs to TARDIS with Jamie and Zoe.
Yeah.
And then like he says in the like the effect added to the voice and slow motion like Time Lord.
Yeah.
Then how he like just clings to the TARDIS. Then like I just love that. And I hope that the story is also amazing.
Yeah.
Despite it being 10 parts and so long.
It took me like 2 days to watch it.
I'm actually surprised that it was able to survive, unlike the Daleks' Master Plan.
It took me like 2 days to watch
I'm just
this.
surprised.
So, as I was going to say, one of the great special features on here is it has Devious, which is that fan production.
Yeah, I have actually watched that like right away when I got back home from school when I got the parcel, and then just like watched those clips with my dad, and my dad was like happy when he saw like John Pertwee in the final scene, as John Pertwee is his favorite Doctor.
Speaking of,
and the scenes were like so fun.
Yeah,
I just love it. It's such a great thing from the 90s.
Yeah, speaking of Pertwee, we have the Carnival of the Monsters.
Speaking of that,
yes,
there will be a watch along of it soon, or by the time of recording soon. We will rewatch all together Carnival of Monsters on Twitter and tweet along with it, and then we will watch it together. I actually remember the story being like so much fun and so incredible. To see all the effects that they were able to like accomplish.
I think it's definitely quite a good story, and even on this original one and the special edition, it also came with the.
I have the special edition.
I don't have it yet, but I will have it soon.
With revisitations too.
It also has, where is it? The alternate theme music, aka the Delaware theme, which is one of my favourite themes, if I'm honest.
I actually didn't watch the episode with that, but I will be able, but I will watch it with that theme then.
Then, we're moving on to...
So basically, Carnival of Monsters is very enjoyable. 10 out of 10. Iconic, really underrated. I think it's probably the best story to like come out of season 10. But the Green Death beats that out. But the Green Death is like my like one of my favorite Pertwees alongside Inferno. So, yeah.
Now we move along to the Doctor I have the most of, Mr. Tom Baker himself. Signing off the Pyramids of Mars.
I actually still haven't seen that story after a while, so... Yeah, and I don't even have the DVD, so rip.
Yes. It says it's the most wanted DVD released by Doctor Who magazine. It's probably because it's a classic story, and I'm surprised that wasn't on the back of Genesis. But speaking of Daleks and Davros, we have their second and final story in the Baker era, Destiny of the Daleks.
I also don't have the DVD of that, or haven't seen it. But like from out of everything I heard, I actually heard that the story is a bit trash.
But I think if... Well, I think if you look past like the shoddy effects and all that, and well, it's got optional CGI, so
and the Dalek, which is like almost about to break apart.
There's like one scene where you can I'll try not to spoil it too much, but like there's a scene where you can literally see Davros's actor, he's all like, you can tell he's like pelling it with his feet. He's all like shaking about, and the Dalek like just adjusts the top of his casing during filming, and then they just fly after him.
Yeah.
Right, now we have the Legacy Collection box set.
I still haven't seen Sharda, but I actually heard it's a decent story and a good story at the same time. Speaking of the Legacy Collection. There's also more than 30 years in the TARDIS, which I heard is amazing by lots of people.
It is. I like it. Right, now will I be able to get these out? Because this box has always been quite tough to get the DVDs out, so I might have to make a cut or put my phone down. Oh, wait, they're coming out. No, they're coming out. Oop, there goes the box falling over. But I think we should have a look at Sharda. Now, you may be thinking this cover looks a bit different than the one I've seen. This is because this is the VHS version of Sharda. Sharda.
And apparently there's actually another version of it on the DVD as well.
Yes.
Which is basically that awful animation by what was his name?
Ian Levine.
Yeah, him. Jesus Christ, the animation and the impression of Tom Baker. It doesn't even sound like him. It doesn't even sound like Tom Baker. I'm sorry, but it's just awful. And thank God we actually have the story finished now by the BBC and not him, and that we actually have Tom Baker involved.
But I think it's if you really the main thing I really got my uncle gave this for me for is mainly for this, but I just love where you just Tom in the opening thing he just shouts Sharda.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, that's the thing the VHS version is stop screaming at me laptop is renowned for. I said stop screaming at me laptop. Okay, so now we have the other DVD in the set. More than 30 Years in the TARDIS, which is I think is an amazing documentary.
I heard that it's amazing, and I like how it actually at the end you can actually hear the same music from Survival at the end, but it's extended, which I like a lot.
Now the question is, am I going to be able to get these back in? Because I will. It's just oh, there we go. I was in the middle of saying it, and I did. So then we have this thing that exists.
Okay, I think everyone is going to be offended by my opinion, but I actually find the story enjoyable. It's underrated, not gonna lie. I mean, everyone has their own opinions, so
yeah. Don't hunt him down and beat him up for liking Leisure Hive. If he likes it, he likes it.
I also like the DVD release. I also like the DVD release. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, the DVD.
Continue.
Yeah, the DVD release is good. It's just the episode. It can't fix the episode though.
I mean, okay, I mean, so the storyline of the episode is interesting. But in some parts it doesn't feel right. But sometimes it does. So the Doctor does something wrong. The actor enters that chamber. He was meant to be aged, which he was. But the thing is, he was almost torn apart, turned down to pieces. But he actually aged. But that cliffhanger, I really like it, and yeah, and the way he actually screams to the theme tune just makes me laugh.
When they say years before I got the DVD, I always watched that thing on YouTube. I was all, oh, how am I gonna watch this? And I kept thinking and when I saw it and I had the chance to, I really only got it just to see what happened, just to see what happened. But I think I fell asleep during it. But coming up next, we have the next story in Season 18, Meglos in the Region 1 case, as I like to call it.
Just a standard black case, I guess.
It makes some of my friends jealous, because they literally think I've got Region 1.
Okay, I have also seen this story. I have seen, like, all of season 18, so I am right to have my own opinions. Maglos. I love it. I adore it. I think it slightly beats out, like, the like, Leisure Hive. It's like superior to the Leisure Hive, but the Leisure Hive is still enjoyable. But Maglos is superior and even more enjoyable. I just love how the plot goes and how, like, the Dr. Ramon are, like, trapped in like a time loop. Just Maglos can impersonate the Doctor since he is a clone of him, but it's a disguise. I like that. It's like a very James Bond it's like a very James Bond situation, but it's like alien, like alien stuff added to it. Camouflage.
Is that Meglos is really underrated?
It is underrated, and I don't get why people hate it. It's iconic. It's even better than it's even better than the Tennant era, the entire Tennant era, as a whole. So like 4 parts, and the Tennant era has about, like, I don't know, 40 episodes or 45. I don't care. Meglos beats it out because it actually has something to it. It has what Doctor Who needs.
Right, next story. And then the last Tom Baker story for this video, at least, The Keeper of Traken.
Actually enjoyed this a lot as well. I think this story is probably, like, the best out of season 18, but I still love Meglos. But I have to say that The Keeper of Traken is a fan favorite from the season, so I have to agree. It's probably the best out of the season, not gonna lie. I just love how the Master returns. I just like that way of how he returns. And he has 2 TARDISes, holy Christ.
Yeah.
I don't know how he was able to do that. But otherwise, in that story, the Master proves that he is a genius like the Doctor as well.
And then we got the last 3 DVDs, which are all Davison DVDs. We have... We have Force of Doomsday.
Haven't seen it, but I heard that people say it's crap.
I haven't watched it fully yet, so I can relate. But if I watched it by the time of release, I might put something in. Then we have the fan favourite, Earthshock.
You know, I also haven't seen it, but I actually have seen the cliffhanger where like all the Cybermen like break out of the pillars.
Yeah. Shoot.
And the music, holy Christ, that's the sort of cliffhanger we were meant to get in series 12. Not like the Master returning as usual, and that it wasn't obvious that he's back. It was obvious that he was back, and it would have been better that the Master was, like, included in the middle of the cliffhanger of him, like, it's telling the Doctor that everything she knew was a lie, and then we just cut to the Cybermen just walking through the ship and trying to find all the companions in the ship.
Yeah, and and Shoot Us Now. We both haven't seen this yet, but I've seen that same cliffhanger, and I've seen the ending, which I will not spoil to anyone who hasn't seen it yet. Although it's probably pretty obvious.
Seen the ending, which is just sad, but
yeah, it's probably pretty obvious to the people who have seen this and they know. So, but please don't spoil it in the comments.
Yes, we actually don't want that because we would be blamed for that, and we don't want the blame on us.
Then we have the last DVD for today's video, and personally one of my favourite Davison stories, The 5 Doctors.
So from everything I've seen so far, like, part 1, and I enjoy it. I also like the music in it. but I have still yet to like get the DVD and watch it.
Well, if you do get like the DVD, you got two choices of watching it. If I get it open, this is also for people who don't have it. You can even watch the original broadcast one with squeaky voices. I don't know, with some squeaky villain voices, and the special edition, which was the.
I actually know why. Why the special edition is viewed a lot. I think it's because of the time skip effects.
Yeah. It's like the.
I actually don't mind the time skip effects. Not gonna lie, it's like very interesting to see. But I also like the special edition one because it's like 3D, and at the time it was like the 90s.
It
like
was
in the late 90s.
1995, so around the middle of the 90s.
Yeah.
And okay. So that was the end of this video. I hope you all enjoyed. Click somewhere around here, to subscribe, and Rebel's channel will be somewhere around here. You'll find it somewhere. It might be in the iCard. It might be right in front of us now. I don't know.
I'm here eating an apple to say goodbye. Bye.
Yeah. So goodbye, and look out for some more videos coming soon.
Bye.
Bye.